Hi Pisces, welcome back to Omkaratarot and to another You versus Them. Pisces, let's see how you're feeling now, how the person connected to your energy is feeling, and what action you can expect in this connection. And Pisces, these are general collective readings, may not resonate with all of you. Please keep that in mind. Take what works for you, leave the rest. So let's begin. Welcome back, all my subscribers, and welcome in newcomers. Pisces spirit. Alright, Pisces newcomers, I'm setting down two sets of cards here. One side will be for you, one side will be for your person, and in the center, I'm going to have your dialogue message cards, mutual energies. If this is your reading, Pisces, you'll know which side you resonate best with. For me, this is going to be person A this side and person B here. Bottom of my deck, I have the star card in reverse. So one person has lost hope. They're saying, yeah, what's the point? I might as well turn my back to this connection. There is no stability. There is no long term. This person is still not emotionally opening up. This is an unfair situation. They're not doing right by me. They're still being stubborn and egoistic and prideful. And I feel disrespected. The other person actually wants to get unstuck from the position they are in. They want to end the stagnancy, but they're feeling like a fool, or they feel they look like a fool, or they're just scared to take that leap of faith because they feel, what if the other person has given up? I mean, they have made up their mind that they do want to come towards person A, but they are scared to send that message or say anything for some reason. Let's see why. I'm going to, of course, clarify all these cards and dig a little deeper, Pisces. But before that, let's ask the universe. Spirit, tell me what's going on with Pisces and their person. Why are they both feeling this way currently? Pisces and their person. One more, please. Pisces and their person. All right. So the first card here says flirting. Maybe somebody was flirting in the past, being foolish or something, and not giving attention to this connection. Okay. Second one says red flags. Someone says, yeah, I have to pay attention to the red flags. They are out there flirting. That means they don't want to be in a committed relationship. Balance. There is a need for equal give and take. Maybe that was missing in this connection. So let's also see, Pisces, if you guys could say something to each other right now, what that would be, and then we'll clarify the rest. Pisces and their person spirit, if they could say something to each other right now, what would that be? Pisces and their person spirit. Right, let's take a few more from another deck. Pisces and their person spirit, if they could say something to each other now, what would that be? Okay, and a few more from a third deck, Pisces, and then we'll start the reading. Pisces and their person spirit. All right, good to go. Let's start the reading. And Pisces, if any of you are looking for personal readings, my email is omkaratarot@gmail.com. You can reach me there. It's there in the description box below as well. So the first card here says, I'm a completely new and better person because of you. So maybe they have changed. Soon I plan on returning, hoping it can work this time. Trying to gather up the courage to get in contact with you. I cried all night, wondering why you weren't sleeping next to me. Giving up and leaving just seems so much easier than to deal with any more pain. I wanted you, but I couldn't express all my feelings for you. I miss you all the time. I still had strong feelings for someone else and I didn't want to lead you on. I can envision us getting back together again in the future. I want to look better first. I feel stuck. I'm sending you messages through songs. I'm hoping to run into you All right, so these were some of your messages, Pisces. If these were resonating with your storyline, let's start the reading. I'm going to first focus on this side, which is person A for me. Then we'll move to person B. And newcomers, please remember these are not gender based, and I'm not guessing which side Pisces is on because I could be dealing with two Pisces on either side. But if this is your reading, you'll immediately pick up which side you're on and who this person is for you in your life. And yes, it can be a love interest, spouse, ex, secret crush, could even be a business partner, relative, best friend. Please use your own judgment. It is a general reading. All right, so person A, let's start with you. In your feelings, in your emotions, why the Four of Wands in reverse? Four of Wands in reverse and the Three of Wands in reverse. Yeah, person A says, I'm tired of this conflict now. Things never seem to go forward. They just keep seeming to go backwards in this connection. I think I need to put an end to this connection once and for all. Maybe this is not my soulmate, or they don't see me as a soulmate. It's better that I just, forget about this totally. Giving up and leaving seems so much easier than dealing with a person who's never going to step up and do right by me. I mean, maybe we're not meant to be. We're not meant to be together or something, right? So person A says, yeah, otherwise they would have stepped up by now. They wouldn't have, keep on insulting me. They won't do that. So I think person A is getting a little fed up and saying, you know what, I really thought we could reconcile, or we could be something, but maybe not. So maybe I just need to end this connection once and for all. So then at least I have space. I have space to call in a brand new soulmate. I can go out and meet new people, maybe call in a new soulmate. New love is seeming more exciting, the thought of it, than deal with somebody who always leaves me out in the cold and always abandons me, makes me feel as if I'm good enough, doesn't put the energy, effort to work on this connection. Now, person A feels that the other person is still being very stubborn and egoistic, and I can't deal with this anymore. So why do you feel this way, person A? Tell me. Person A says because they are still playing hot and cold. They still haven't opened up their emotions to me, and maybe they don't even love me because they would have reached out by now. They would have sent a message or reached out or said something. So I think person A is saying enough is enough. If this connection is not going to go anywhere, then I have to accept that this is over. This was an unfair situation which I shouldn't be in anymore. Right, person A? What's the justice in reverse? Yeah, I think person A is just feeling lack of victory and success. And saying, they don't see me, they don't value me, they don't respect me. They continue to play these mind games and feel, stubborn behavior. It's like they want to have all the power in this connection. So this is not a partnership. Okay, so tell me then, how do you see the connection now? How do you see person B? How do you feel about this connection right now as I'm doing the reading then, person A? Person A again gives me the same card, Emperor in reverse, clarified by the Emperor in reverse. So person A really sees the other person as still being very, very stubborn, egoistic, prideful, not treating them right. Maybe, yeah, I think person A says if they're never going to, step up and acknowledge this connection or show me the respect, then I think I better block this connection once and for all. Basically, right now, I think person A is just feeling very, very disappointed because the other person hasn't opened up their emotions, maybe is still being a little cold or rude, or not communicating, or just they feel they're still playing mind games with me. So I think I should shut this down because I can't take the disappointment any longer. So what action person A will finally take is here, Pisces, which I'll open later. Right now I'm going to go to the other side, see how person B is feeling, and then we'll do the action cards together. So person B, how are you feeling about this then? What's the Hanged Man in reverse for you? Oh, they do know that... one second. They want to end the stagnancy. If they feel stuck, they want to get unstuck. But they do know that... they do know they'll have to do something if they want to rebuild. If they have to rebuild this connection with person A, they would have to maybe speak their truth, or maybe some secrets that they've been keeping. They would have to talk about all that. They would have to make wrongs right. And I think this person was just being very, very stubborn in the past. They wouldn't acknowledge the cup of love that was being offered. They're realizing now why person A, I think, gave up on them, and that's kind of making them feel quite foolish. Yeah, I think they do want to rush back now. They are sensing that person A is now turning their back. What if they leave me and go away and give their love to somebody else? They are feeling that person A is maybe energetically releasing them, and that's not making this person happy at all. Why not? Tell me, person B. What's the Fool card in reverse? What's the Fool card in reverse? They feel very foolish. They're feeling very, very, very foolish for behaving the way that they did. They know that they behaved selfishly. Know they behaved self-centered. They are kind of kicking themselves right now that why did I come across as a player, or why was I behaving so immaturely. Now they're feeling very insecure. They're feeling rather insecure. Maybe they weren't ready for commitment at one point, but now they're kicking themselves because they know they acted foolish, and they played mind games, and they finally feel I'm the loser now. They do want to talk to person A now. They want to start communication, but they somewhere feel that person A won't trust them. They won't trust me. They've cut me out of their life. Anything I say to them, they're going to call it a lie. Maybe because person B did lie in the past. I don't know, because they were scared of commitment. Now they feel even if I was to go and offer something stable and say, hey, I'm ready now, they know that person A is very angry and upset with them. So they are feeling foolish that they delayed speaking up earlier. So tell me then, person B, how do you see the connection currently? How do you see person A? How do you feel about the connection right now as I'm doing the reading? Two of Wands in reverse. What's the Two of Wands in reverse? They have made up their mind. They absolutely have lots of love for person A, which I don't think they've expressed. They've been hiding this in their heart, but they have a lot of love for the person who actually they adore. They know they can never find somebody better than person A. They're idolizing person A, but they are trapped in their mind. This person is trapped in their mind. They have made up their mind. They don't want anyone else. They want to come towards person A's direction. It's like they are not standing at crossroads wondering, do I want person A or not? Yes, I want person A. That's what they're saying. But they are scared. They're scared to now send that message. Page of Wands in reverse. They're scared. They are scared to tell person A that, oh, you know what, I don't want any of the other options, I choose you. So, of course, person A is going to be angry and upset. So, okay, you didn't like anyone else, so now you've come towards me. They are scared. They may not be able to manifest this connection back, because how do they come and tell person A that now I choose you, right? So, they're very angry and very upset that maybe they were only thinking about themselves. When they had an opportunity, they never invested. They should have invested when the time was right. Basically, I think person B, you don't have the courage to face person A. They don't have the courage right now to go face to face to person A and actually express themselves. Not because they don't love person A, I think it's because they love person A too much. They know that person A is the number one choice of their life. Okay, so let's see then if they get that courage and will take any action. So let's take another deck for the action cards. And first I'm going to come back to you, person A. Let's see what your action is going to be towards person B, or otherwise in your own life in the next 7 days. Person A's action towards person B. Nine of Wands. So person A is protecting themselves, which is fair, I feel. They're guarded, they're protected, they don't want to be hurt again. They've built a kind of fortress around themselves. Tell me about the Nine of Wands. Three of Wands. The Fool, right. So person is guarding their energy, they are healing themselves. I think they waited long enough, but they're ready now to turn their back and say, you know what, I might as well go and see what else is out there. I might as well have a brand new beginning. I can't keep waiting forever. So I think person is trying to maybe end something so that they can start something new. They've been through a lot of stress and anxiety, waiting, and going through all their emotions that they were dealing with, maybe somebody who was just a player. So, person B, what about you? Action. It's up to you now to take that action towards person A, it seems. Action from your end towards person A, or otherwise in your own life in the next 7 days. They have made up their mind. They keep telling me over and over again, there's nobody else I want, I choose them, I'm not at crossroads, I'm not double-minded, I know who I want, and I want person A. Yeah, but then for that you'll have to go tell them, no? You'll have to take action. So what's your action going to be? Empress again. Yeah, there is only one choice for them, and that is person A. They want to have a partnership. I think this person will try and communicate. They do want to communicate. They want to go and woo person A, because they are very scared. They're very scared if they don't, they're going to lose their person to someone new, and they'll be then sad for the rest of their life. It's like, what if I'm too late? And what if by the time I go back to them and they said they have somebody new, and then I love them? I mean, person B is absolutely in love. I mean, they see person A as their soulmate. They want to have a commitment. They want to have a long term. They want to have a partnership. They want to now communicate with person A, but they're very scared that in case it's too late and person A says I've got somebody else, and then it'll be like they won't be able to take the pain of being abandoned now on their end. So they are kind of going back and forth, wondering how to approach person A. Will they, why are they holding back? Do they have another option? So they are trying to figure everything out, but scared to take action, I still feel, for some reason. It's more like in their mind, they want everything, but when it comes to taking action, it's like, oh, let me wait, I don't know what to say to them. But they do want to end the fight. They do see person A as their long-term partner. The only thing I think that's stopping person B from reaching out is their fear and lack of courage, because they're not sure if their offer will be accepted. So they are just kind of mulling over it round and round and round, and having stress and sleepless nights, wondering, will they be forgiven, especially after the way they behaved in the past. So that's what I have for you then, Pisces. Love and light. Take care. Namaste.